Titans, if you're finding the current price action for Bitcoin to be pretty boring right now, and you're asking yourself, what is going on here? Is this all normal? And shouldn't we be on the moon by now? Then this video is for you, especially if this is your first crypto bull run rodeo. So let's discuss all this and much more. Kevor, hit that intro. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, the price is still consolidating within a rectangle that ranges from about 60.8K to 73.8K for about 57 days now. And looking back at some of the previous consolidation periods in this cycle, we can see that it's very common to range for long periods like we are right now. For example, in the most recent previous consolidation period over here, we ranged for about 67 days. And going further back into this cycle, we consolidated considerably longer for about 218 days. So it's really anyone's guess as to how long the current consolidation period could go, but one thing is for sure. They tend to be extremely boring, and interest begins to fizzle out, which often leads to a time capitulation effect where folks give up and exit the market. But then that's usually where the consolidation period ends, the price breaks out, and folks FOMO back in way too late. Just don't say we didn't warn you when the time comes. Zooming out to the 3-day time frame for Bitcoin, we discussed this earlier in the week already, but again, the Bollinger Bands are getting pretty tight around the current price action here. And we're slowly inching our way down to this green line on the Bollinger Band with indicator below here. Now, because it's the 3-day time frame, it could take several more candles to form here before we actually tap this green line. But when we do, it's always led to big moves to the upside in the past, as you can see over here and over here. But of course, it could always lead to a breakdown instead. Who knows? Maybe this will be the catalyst for ending the consolidation period. And finally, zooming out to the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, I'm keeping my expectations very simple here. That said, I think it would be very bullish to see the current weekly candle marked by this yellow arrow here close above the 8 EMA or exponential moving average, which is this purple line that we've been finding long-term support on since the end of last September. And when you continue to see these candles respecting moving average like this one for so long, it's a good sign that we're maintaining structural support for this cycle. As you can see at the current moment, we are below the 8 EMA, but we have until this Sunday evening to see if we can close above it. Titans, we are your one-stop source for guiding you through this Bitcoin bull run. Please join us as we continue to provide the latest market and technical analysis that are going to give you that edge.